What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into Chase Games. And tonight, alright, this is another one aimed for real new players, but I mean, maybe you'll pick up something if you've been playing for like a couple of weeks or a month. Older players, you're probably just tuning in for the charm of Chase Games. So, stamina. We're going to talk about stamina, okay? Pretty basic. But there's also some things to know. I'll try to keep this one shorter because it's not super complex. Let me tell you this just right out of the gateway. You'll never have enough. Look, I've had some players tell me like, oh, I don't really have anything to farm right now. And I tell them, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. You're so wrong. You couldn't be more wrong. Holy cow. You will never not have 8 different things that you should be doing with your stamina. Okay. That's a perk and a detraction, depending how you look at it, if you're optimistic or a pessimist, like yours truly. Let's talk about how to get stam. You get you get 1 every 5 minutes. Did that help? 1 every 5 minutes. Okay, that's how that helps. Can you get more? Yeah, sure. Now, you can spend gems. Those are the currency that you can pay to get more of in this game. And it works a little differently than some games. I know this isn't unique, actually. Not what I was used to, but you can spend gems up to 20 times a day to get refills. But for 40 gems, you get 80 stamina. It's always 80 stamina that you're buying. And the first 4 times you do that, once again, not your whole stamina bar, 80 gems. Now, if you're a brand new player and you have less than 80 stamina, you shouldn't be buying refills yet. Just keep playing story. You should be getting refills the entire time, I think. Anyway, the first 4 will cost 40 each, okay? That's 160 total. Alright, and then once you start going up, alright, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, the next 4, okay, those cost, you can see right down here, 60 a piece. Oh, it actually has a guide right here. I don't know if that's new or if I'm just stupid and never saw that before. Alright, the next 4, 9 through 12, are 100 each. Alright, the 4th set are 150 each. And the 5th set of 4, 17 through 20, are 300 each. Okay? So that is 1,200 gems for total for those last 4. Okay, and then, it's 600 for the 4 before that, so 1,800 there. 2,200. It's 20, yeah, you can spend 2,500 gems a day on stam. It's whales only, boys and girls. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Don't ever do it. Don't ever do it. 2,500 gems is like, it's like $20 worth of gems. Just for stamina. Again, you will always need stamina, but do not buy the heavy ones. The first 4, often a good to okay idea. For example, we just had a triple rank mats campaign before. I would say that that's worthy of it, because you'll never have enough rank materials for the most part. You know, tome events, if you need a lot of tomes, upgrade tomes, sure. If there's increased drop rates on things, it's generally okay to take advantage of that. If you know that you're not going to be able to completely farm an event, try to do a little math. Like, okay, an A rank unit. Okay, let me bring up the calculator. Just so it's look, you can't count on the averages. But it's also it's just not that hard to do, okay? Let's say you want to farm an A rank in the last 5 days an event, okay? They have about a 1 in 4 drop rate. About a 1 in 4 drop rate, okay? Each stage costs 15 stamina. That's pretty constant, okay? 15, okay? And you generally need 4. They generally have a 1 in 4 drop rate, so to get 40 copies of that unit, you'll have to run that stage 160 times. So 4 times for each unit, for each copy. So 4 times 40, 160. All right, so 160 times 15 stamina is 2400 stamina. Okay, you get through your daily missions and natural state. So you get 1 stamina every 5 minutes. Okay, so you get 288 stamina over 24 hours. Okay, then you get an additional 120 through daily missions. You get 260 stamina daily missions. So you know that you get 408 stamina per day. Just call it 400. Okay, this unit would take you, okay, let's divide it by 400. No, that's the wrong way. I knew it too. I hit the wrong button. Alright. Yeah, 2400 stamina. I did have it right. Divided by your 400 daily stamina. Alright, take you 6 days of natural stamina to farm that A rank unit if it drops average. So, you know, if that event has 5 days left, probably worth doing those 4 gem refreshes, okay? So, let's say you do 1 day of stamina refreshes for 40 only. Okay, that's 80 stamina. Alright, times 4. You get an extra 320 stamina every time you do 4 refreshes a day. So, in that scenario, you know, you needed 2400 stamina. You know that over 5 days you'll only get about 2000. So, you know, a day or two before, you know, sometime in that thing, do 2 days of gem refreshes and you should be there. Ideally, you have some stamina items in reserve in case it doesn't go to average. You know, like, oh man, I'm all out of my natural stamina. I've done 4 gem refreshes today, and I still need a copy or 2 or 3. Start using your stamina herbs, okay? So, looking at those... Alright, I do have a couple right now. Stamina herbs, each one of these is 50 stamina, okay? They can stack up to 99, so try to save these for, again, emergencies like the last day of the event and you haven't quite gotten as many things as you need. Maybe even certain fragment farming events, not like the one we have now. If you're watching this when I make it. So yeah, try to save these for rank mat increases, special fragment farming events, upgrade tomes, campaigns, even unit drop update. Just you'll know it when you see it, okay? And try to be active in the community, or at least drop into Discord every once in a while. If you're not sure about something, just drop into Discord and ask. Trust me, if there's a campaign going where you should be blowing all your stamina items, everybody will be talking about it. Don't be afraid to ask. You know, there's no stupid questions, just stupid people. Is that how that goes? Now, I don't have any to show you right now, but there are other types of stamina items. A lot of events will give temporary stamina items. They will have generally a 1 to 2 month shelf life, where if they're not used within that period, and they're marked very well, literally right at the bottom of the unit picture, will say how many days, hours it has left to expiration. So, you know, a lot of times they're just so stingy. Like, they want to give us extra stamina for an event, but they're not willing to let us bank all of that stamina. So they'll give us temporary stamina, and you can also have more than like 1 stack of temporary stamina juice. It's always stamina juice. So they can have different dates. You know, they'll show up here. There'll be 2 separate icons. There's also it's generally banner-specific stamina items. There are some situations where you can get special stamina items that are generally worth 100 stamina. And again, they will be their own separate stack. So each stack of stamina items can go to 5. So these standard stamina herbs, this is just the main... This is what you get... I don't want to say all the time. This is what you get pretty commonly in this game. It stack up to 99. The stamina juices are never going to be a problem. I'm sure they also stop at 99. But the very limited, often you're getting them with gems on a banner. Not paid gems, so they're not paid only, but generally very limited special event, special banner currency. Those are very important because they last forever. They don't expire. The stack on them is not going to matter. You can't get 99 of any of those items, I'm fairly certain. So these stamina herbs, they only stack to 100. Now, I'm not going to tell you that happens like every week, but over a couple of weeks, over a couple of months, when you're not spending them, if there's not a big event to spend them on, you can hit the cap on those. Okay, so maybe, like, okay, so the best thing to spend them on right now is, like, you know, triple rank mats, or, you know, I don't know if tomes ever go up to triple, but, you know, sometimes they have extra, like, they have better campaigns. Like, they have good campaigns and then better campaigns, so there's certain things that you want to save your stamina items for, but the herbs, you can only save them for so long, so your stamina herbs are what you're going to spend on, you know, the good things. Like, when you need a little bit more for that special event, obviously you start with the stamina juices. With, you know, if you have stamina juice with, like, 2 months left, and you've got, like, 90 plus herbs stacked up, spend your herbs first. You'll get all these things. It's pretty basic, but yeah. So anyway, because these things stack up relatively quickly, because stamina juices are permanent, if you do get anything, like recently we had a bridal banner that gave you cake. Some of you guys might still have those. Do not spend those lightly. I spent all mine, and I saved all mine for the triple rank mats event that we had a couple weeks ago. Okay, that's a good thing. Upgrade tome increase campaigns, that's good. There were certain events that, you know, you can get more fragments the more you play. Sometimes those are worth using all your herbs on. So just make sure that you're spending your stamina and the stamina items appropriately. So the stamina herbs, the regular ones, you want to save those, but like I said, if you need a little bit more stamina today, feel free. But those unique stamina items, save those. I mean, not as long as possible, but don't waste those. So, yeah, and you know, another thing, just aside from just stamina specifically, this is a tougher one for new players. Now, if you're brand new, pay attention to this. You should have a campaign that lasts for 2 weeks from when you started the account, that gets you double drops on nearly everything. Take advantage of that, okay? The rank up campaigns, do more than you need of that, okay? The upgrade abilities, get a fair amount of those, like, for the units that you need. Maybe if you're paying attention to what comes up, say for, like, ask other players, like, hey, what's really good coming up? Or maybe you know that your favorite character is coming, maybe that's why you started playing. Look at what type his abilities are, or even just ask another player, like, what should I say for, the Dragon Warrior, the first Dragon Warrior hero that's coming in like 2 months. What do I need for him? All right, maybe get enough upgrade tomes for that. After that, though, if you have no campaign, if you have no bonus for doing the rank up stage, okay, try not to do it. Again, you will never, ever, ever, ever have enough stamina. You need to use it wisely. The events are limited, okay? They do come back in a year to a year and a half in Reminiscence, but then they're going to come back when you have another event to farm. And you're not going to be able to take full advantage of that shop in Reminiscence. The units are going to be dated unless they get a Blossom. You know, the equipment's going to be old. So you're farming events when they're current. You're going to need to farm things for story and whatnot. So just try to use your stamina as efficiently as possible all the time. The event is almost always what you want to be doing it on, but sometimes you'll finish the important stuff in an event first. If there's no campaigns going on, go to Reminiscence. Farm important units. There are some low rank units that are good for PvP or PvE, and you'll want to get Awakening copies of those. And again, sometimes there's increase events for those units, but it's rare enough that that's not something you really wait for. You just kind of do that in your spare time. There's a couple of, you can go back and do the it's actually in In Reminiscence, there is also, under extra, there's the Cave of Trials. I'm not sure what the... I don't think any of these... I don't know how good Orochi's Blossom is. I don't know anything about that, but there's a couple of S-rank items in here to get. I didn't realize... These also got the Reminiscence treatment. These used to be 20 stamp stages. Now they're only 6, so... Again, they're not actually important, but if you finish the event, if there's no campaign going on, do things like the Cave of Trials, okay? Just don't waste your stamina, all right? And I think, yeah, I still didn't keep it that short, but if you've got questions, best option, join the Discord. If it's just a simple thing, ask me in the comments. I'll probably answer. Until then, have a good night, guys, and I'll try to be back with more soon.